Hey, welcome to Sultan of Spirit. My name is Zelda, and today I'm going to do the monthly reading for Geminis. How are my Geminis doing? Again, take the reading as it resonates. Take whatever resonates and leave what does not. It's a general reading. So, let's begin. Trying out a new spread, so let me know what you think. Let me know if it resonates. But yeah, let's get to it. Okay, immediately. You're trying to avoid an argument, Gemini. You're trying to avoid something getting really ugly, but your avoidance is at the same time might have you feeling very anxious or trapped, confined, irritated, worried. You might feel like you're trapped in a situation because you're trying to avoid a conflict, but it seems to be leading there for some of you. It's like you're trying to balance the situation, or you're trying to find balance, but the situation you're in is so slow moving and unstable and untrustworthy, and it's just not practical. Yeah, it's like not moving at all. You might be dealing with some deceit, some risky behavior, somebody going behind your back or trying to scheme and plot against you or without your knowledge. It could be like, again, deceit, could be betrayal or backstabbing, somebody acting very risky. It could be where this is the reason why the situation isn't moving forward, why it's come to a complete stop, or why it's just unstable. I mean, it makes sense, right? So if you're dealing with somebody who's, being risky or lying or scheming behind your back and stuff, obviously it's not a trustworthy person or situation. It's not stable, and it won't move forward, and it won't work in a practical sense, no matter how much you try to balance the situation or they try to balance it. Let's see. I'm going to show you guys the cards in a sec. Hold on. Oh, yeah, you're dealing with somebody who's very manipulative. Right next to that, Seven of Swords, I have the Magician. But whatever it is you're trying to manifest, it's not working. And you're not going to want to wait around on this anymore. Okay. Let's see. You're going to want to start brand new. You want to start brand new, Gemini. So yeah, the first cards that come up that's influencing you, Gemini, I have the Five of Swords along with the Eight of Swords, Five of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you're trying to avoid some sort of a dispute, argument, or conflict with somebody or in a situation, and it's like verbal conflict or just clash of thinking. The way you think, just you guys can't get along, but I think you're very worried at the same time, or anxious, so that you don't get into an argument, or trying to avoid getting into the situation could also be nerve-wracking or irritating, could have you feeling confined and trapped. You feel like you don't have enough freedom to move or act like yourself, or do what you want, because if you do, it's like a argument waiting and you want to avoid it. So it's like you're trapped in this tower, but it's like a lot of it's like um, your entrapment, your feeling confined is really due to thoughts and words. So really, you can actually, I mean, some of you should be able to get out of this situation, but you know, I think you are, but it's not moving. It's just you're trying to balance the situation. You are the individual, or yeah, you are the people you're dealing with, or the person you're dealing with in your situation, trying to find some balance. But it won't move. It won't. You can't find that balance. It's like it's not practical. It's not stable. It's not trustworthy. There's nothing being offered here that's actually trustworthy and stable, or that would bring prosperity. It's not. Yeah. It's come to a complete stop, I think, your situation, or is going to. And again, you're dealing with somebody or some people that are very manipulative. I have the Seven of Swords along with the Magician in the reverse. Oh yeah, this person's or people are very manipulative, especially when it comes to words. They could be playing mind games, word games, behaving very in a risky way, deceit, lies, backstabbing, scheming. They can choose whatever applies to your situation. Take it as it resonates. But you are dealing with somebody who's very manipulative. And you don't want to wait around on this anymore. You're not. Maybe you did wait on it for a little while for some of you. But in any case, you're not going to want to sit down and wait on this anymore. You're not making any future plans. If anything, you might be making some plans how to get out of this situation that has you feeling so anxious or worried or trapped or confined, just irritated. Yeah, you're not feeling this at all. You're not waiting on it. And you want justice. You want fairness. You want what you deserve, what you need. And I don't think you were getting this from this person. You might be getting something from them, but then you also have to deal with a lot of drama or bullshit or some really, really bad behavior that's very unfair to you, Gemini. So you want fairness, equality, you want justice in this situation. And I think you're going to leave because I have the Fool, yay! Starting from zero, starting fresh, new chapter, taking a new leap of faith. And it's along with the Ace of Wands, or you're going to lose passion. If you're dealing with a person, you're going to lose passion for them. If you're in a situation, it could also deal with job and money and stuff too for some of you. You're going to lose passion for that too. You're going to lose interest. You don't see any opportunity here. And so, why stay? When you're feeling like this, right? Feeling so worried and anxious and trapped, trying to constantly avoid getting into verbal arguments, dealing with somebody who's manipulative and deceitful or just risky, and it's just not moving. So yeah, you're going to leave them behind, or leave the situation behind, because there is no more passion or interest left when it comes to how you feel. And I think I have the Hierophant. So along with the Justice card, for some of you this could also be, it kind of like supports the Justice card here, the Hierophant, where doing what's moral, doing what's right, following the rules, being a little conventional, but basically you want something or someone that you can trust, you can count on, that won't act or behave immorally towards you, that won't go and lie and cheat and do all this like weird stuff that's really destructive, bad behavior, or like unfair behavior. You want fairness. You want things to be moral, or you want things to be how they're supposed to be. Whatever that means for you, Gemini. And for some of you, if you are with somebody who you were committed to, The passion is not going to be there anymore, and so you're going to leave and start fresh by yourself. So a lot of you Geminis might actually become single pretty soon if you're not already. But if you are looking for someone or something new, it would have to be, somebody or something you can trust. Something that can keep your interest, something that you can trust, something that's not going to do stuff that's not unfair, or somebody that's not going to do stuff that's unfair to you. Kind of sounds like common sense. Interesting. You are going to find some peace, Gemini. I have 2 5s in reverse, so change. We're trying to avoid it. Maybe this argument would be a catalyst for change. This argument, this conflict you're trying to avoid, Gemini, that's worrying you. Let me see, I need more cards. Patience? Patience for Gemini? Okay, I'm not saying y'all can't be patient, but it's kind of, going off the zodiac signs, Gemini is like not known for their patience. Unlike, say, Taurus or something. But yeah, so I have the Page of Swords along with the 10 of Swords in reverse. This is how it came up. But yeah, you see, this kind of reminds me of that. This card with the anxiety, feeling of entrapment, and so forth reminds me also of this, where the guy is completely overwhelmed with stress and completely confined and trapped in the situation. It's like he's being attacked from all sides, or no matter what he does, he can't free himself, or he feels that way. But it also can represent as some sort of an ending. But in any case, it's like an overwhelmingly stressful situation, and that could also have you feeling trapped. But you're gonna let go of that, or you're trying to. Because with that is Page of Swords, so it's communication, but it's still immature. So somebody is like words, somebody's way of thinking might have had you feeling like trapped or overwhelmingly stressed out or confined. Like they might have been like very in and out with their communication. They might have leave something out or be mysterious, or you might have, caught some lies. They might, do things on their own terms. So there's some sort of like unhealthy, immature communication that possibly had some of you feel very overwhelmed or trapped and stressed out. But now it's like you're finding, or you're trying to find peace and balance with the Temperance card. Trying to find some peace and balance, especially in your outer world. That Temperance card is attached to the 5 of Wands in reverse, like this. So you're trying to find peace. It's like you're trying to figure out a situation that would relieve the stress, the conflict, the fights and arguments, the lies, the hurt, or the feeling of entrapment. You might try to, some of you might be trying to find common ground or find a way to bring peace to the situation, partnership, or just for yourself. Just for you, that you can have, peace and balance. You might be trying to do that. And for others of you, for other Geminis, I think you're trying to avoid, you're really, really trying to avoid a fight so that you can avoid a complete ending. or like the situation would get so overwhelmingly stressful and hurtful that it would come to an end. Some of you might actually be foreseeing this, where if I get into this with this person, I know exactly where it's gonna end up. It's gonna end up being super hurtful, a really really bad conflict or fight that would result in the ending, a really really like bad ending between you and this person or in this situation. So some of you might try to find better ways to address this conflict, like bring some peace, some more compassion, or some balance. You're trying not to be harsh or hurtful for some of you, and some of you might be trying to be patient with this situation or person too. It might require you to be patient when you're handling them or when you're approaching this situation. But yeah, there is like definitely some manipulation and lies and stuff going on, so be careful. I think you're aware of it already, but let's see. And then I have the Seven of Pentacles, so that's what I'm saying. Like, some of you guys really need to be patient when you're navigating through this situation, or when you're dealing with a person that's very combative or deceitful. You might be avoiding a confrontation, Gemini, or they might. Take it as it resonates. This could be in reverse. It could be where like your person or the individual you're dealing with is the one who's trying to avoid a conflict, and that could in itself create more conflict. The avoidance of a confrontation. Yeah, I have the Six of Cups. Some of you are definitely tied to this person or situation. What I'm trying to say is like this person or situation you're in, you've been dealing with them for a little while, or there's somebody from your past, somebody you have history with, memories with, somebody you were dealing with, or some situation you were dealing with for a while now. It's not new. And there might have been some good memories between you two. You guys did have some good time, so you might want to take like some time and really consider what was really good in this situation or in this partnership that you were in. That might be why it's a little tough. Or that you're trying to be more compassionate, or at least, you're trying to avoid the situation from getting super ugly, because you and this person did have some good memories. You did spend some good time in the past. Yeah, there's going to be a chance for healing for you, Gemini. Somebody, if you're dealing with a person, I think that they hurt you in the past. I have the Three of Swords in reverse. Because this person, their love and attention might have been conditional for some of you, where like it was on their terms. Again, they give you love when they want to, and they don't when they don't want to, or depends on how their mood is. And they may not have been openly loving or caring, compassionate, nurturing. I have the Emperor in reverse along with the Three of Swords in reverse. So somebody hurt you, Gemini, in the past. It's like an unhealthy Empress energy here, unhealthy Venus energy. Somebody could have also been messing around with other people. They might have been like, unfaithful. Or they just, withheld themselves and their love and compassion from you based on conditions and stuff, or their moods or whatever. They might have used it as a way to control you or the situation. If this is more so about financial dealings, business, material security and stuff, and not love, then you were dealing in a situation. You were in a situation where you didn't get the prosperity that you wanted. The what's the word? You didn't profit or you didn't grow as you hoped, and it wasn't a fertile business or financial situation, and you might have experienced some loss or disappointment, and so, but like it might have started off good, or it might have had great potential. You might have worked at it for a while. You might have even had some good, like, prosperous times and stuff in the past, but for some reason it has come to a point of halt. It's like failing. So it's disappointing, but I think you're going to receive some help, Gemini. So I have the Six of Pentacles here. So I think you are going to eventually receive some help, or you're going to get some unexpected profit or prosperity, you know? And for others who are dealing with a relationship of some sort, a partnership, there might be an opportunity for you guys to heal. So for you to, or at least for you to heal, Gemini, and for you to move forward finally. You might have been in a situation that was unequal, as in like there was unequal give and take between you and this person. Somebody was like doing way more, loving, giving and stuff, way more, trying way more, and the other person wasn't at all, or they were like kind of on and off, and it wasn't really fair. Because I do have the Justice card, so fairness is definitely an important issue here. But you're finally going to get something from this person, most likely. They're finally going to give in an attempt to heal this situation. Oh, it's, constantly coming up. Somebody's avoiding some sort of a conflict because they're fearing that something's going to come to a complete end. They're really clinging on the situation and trying to figure out how to fix it, how to save it, how to nurture it. I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it's like right when you're coming to a point where it's over, you're moving on, it's like they come back in and offer you something that, it's like you were desperate for, you were asking for so long, and they weren't giving, and now they want to give in order to avoid this major change. So I think if you're not the one who's avoiding this change, they are. One of you are. Take it as it resonates. But it's like a change is coming. Like old ways, old patterns, old cycles are coming to an end. And there's going to be a change in a new direction. But somebody keeps doing things to avoid that change. Could be you, Gemini, but it could be your person. But it's constantly like an avoidance of confrontation and change. But if you go through that change... Oh, no, wait. So, yeah, one of you are really focused on this idea, this potential between you two. Some of you might have a family with this person or an established business or something. That is making it difficult for you to end this, but for others this seems like more of a potential where you see yourself prosperous, you see yourself fulfilled in every tangible way, having wealth, having a happy family, getting the fruits of your labor and arriving at this 10. You or them might feel like there is a potential for this, and so it's so difficult to walk away from this, or to potentially, have the situation or partnership come to an end. Somebody is avoiding a change here. But the change might be necessary, no matter how much you try to avoid it. Yeah, I have the Four of Wands along with the Queen of Wands in reverse. And then I have the Six of Swords. So it's like leaving. Finally, somebody's going to leave. Whoever this Queen of Wands is representing here is going to leave this relationship or partnership or business. But take it as resonates. So whoever feels like, you see, it's mirroring this Ace of Wands. I'm going to read it as you, Gemini. Just make sure you take it as it resonates. Situation can always be reversed. But the cards are telling me that most likely it's you, Gemini. You're going to lose interest. You're going to lose passion for this relationship, for this union, whoever you're tied to. And you don't trust this anymore. The situation might have gotten really controlling for some of you, or might have gotten really boring for others of you. But in any case, I don't think you have confidence in this relationship or partnership or union anymore, or business. And so you're eventually going to finally move away from it. Pack your bags, you know, good and bad, whatever you learned from this, pack it all and then move on forward, baby. And what awaits you is this. Once you move on, Gemini, you're going to, I have the King of Cups along with the Empress. Ooh, beautiful. Once you move on, yeah, you're going to get the love, the nurturing, the care, the excitement, the emotional excitement, and the compassion or the creativity, whatever your situation is. You're going to get what you're seeking or what you need once you move past the situation and leave. You're going to be, if this is you, you're going to definitely have very healthy emotions and know what you want. You might even come across somebody else. These two might also represent two people, one you, one someone else. So I think you're going to find either your Empress or your King of Cups. Very similar energies though, with, you know, emotional love and healing and nurturing and compassion and creativity. So I think you're going to find some emotional fulfillment. Something's going to be very interesting. But you still might have worries whether you will or not when you move away from this other situation with this other person that's gotten really like manipulative and stuff, that somebody's avoiding a confrontation. Once you move past that, you still might have some stress and anxieties or fears about, you know, whether I'm doing the right thing or am I going to find what I want, you know, but you will. It is the right thing because you're going to arrive at the King of Cups and the Empress. Emotional fulfillment, love, creativity, fertility, prosperity, all of that good stuff. So yeah, this was your monthly reading, Gemini. If it did resonate with you in any kind of way, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before leaving. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon again. Bye-bye. Take care.